Let's jump straight into it. Number 1, the Trojan horse. This victory arrived as a gift. After 10 years of fighting outside Troy, the Greek army appeared to give up. Ships vanished from the shore. Camps were abandoned. In their place sat a massive wooden horse, quietly left behind. The Trojans argued about it for days. Some wanted to burn it. Others wanted to tear it apart. A few insisted it was a sacred offering, and touching it would be a bad idea. Eventually, curiosity won. The horse was dragged inside the city walls. That night, Troy celebrated. Then the trap opened. Greek soldiers hidden inside the horse climbed out under cover of darkness. Gates were unlocked. Signal fires were lit. The Greek fleet, which had never actually left, returned silently. By morning, Troy was overrun. The walls that had held for a decade failed in a single night. No siege engines, no final assault. Just patience, wood, and misplaced confidence. The strongest defenses are useless if you invite the enemy in yourself. That wasn't the only time that worked. Number 2, the Battle of Teutoburg Forest. This defeat happened because Rome trusted a guide. In 9 CE, 3 Roman legions marched through dense forest in what is now Germany. They were confident, disciplined, and heavily armed. Victory was assumed. Their guide was Arminius, a Germanic noble raised by the Romans and trained in their tactics. Rome believed he was loyal. He wasn't. Arminius led the legions into narrow paths, muddy ground, and dense trees. Progress slowed. Formations broke apart. Rain soaked shields and armor. Then the attacks began. Germanic warriors struck from the forest, then disappeared. Supply lines collapsed. Communication failed. The Romans couldn't regroup or counterattack properly. For days, the legions were harassed, ambushed, and worn down. No single decisive battle, just constant pressure and confusion. By the end, entire legions were wiped out. Rome lost roughly 20,000 soldiers without ever facing a traditional battlefield. The forest did the fighting. Arminius just picked the location. Rome never tried to conquer Germany again. Moving forward a few centuries. Number 3, the Battle of Salamis. This victory happened because someone pretended to panic. In 480 BCE, the Persian Empire invaded Greece with a massive fleet. The Greeks were badly outnumbered and knew they couldn't win in open waters. So they lied. Greek commanders sent false messages to the Persian king, suggesting the Greek fleet was divided and planning to flee. The message worked. Persian ships rushed into the narrow straits near Salamis to finish the job quickly. That was the mistake. The strait was too tight for the larger Persian fleet to maneuver. Ships collided. Commands broke down. Smaller Greek vessels struck efficiently, ramming and disabling Persian ships trapped in the bottleneck. What should have been a crushing Persian victory turned into chaos. By the end of the day, Persia had lost a large portion of its navy. The invasion stalled. Greece survived. Strength didn't lose that battle. Overconfidence did. This next one involved no fighting at all. Before Operation Fortitude, this victory was won with inflatable tanks. Before the D-Day landings in World War II, the Allies needed Germany to look in the wrong direction. If German forces concentrated in the right place, the invasion would fail. So the Allies invented an entire fake army. They built dummy tanks, fake landing craft, false radio traffic, even fake headquarters, staffed by actors. The whole illusion was placed across the English Channel from Calais, the most obvious invasion point. Germany watched closely. They believed it. When Allied forces landed in Normandy, German commanders assumed it was a diversion. They held back reinforcements, waiting for the real invasion at Calais. It never came. By the time Germany realized the mistake, Allied forces had already established a foothold. The largest invasion in history succeeded partly because the enemy was watching the wrong beach. Sometimes the best weapon is a convincing lie. One last example, older than it looks. Number 5, the Battle of Pelusium. This victory involved animals. In 525 BCE, Persian forces invaded Egypt. Egyptian defenders prepared for a direct confrontation near the city of Pelusium. The Persians noticed something important. Egyptians considered certain animals sacred, especially cats. Harming one was believed to bring severe consequences. So the Persians brought cats to the battlefield. They painted cats on their shields. Some accounts say animals were released toward Egyptian lines. Egyptian soldiers hesitated. They couldn't fire freely. They couldn't charge aggressively. Fear of sacrilege slowed everything. That hesitation was enough. Persian forces broke through. Egypt fell soon after. No superior weapons, no overwhelming numbers, just cultural knowledge used at the right moment. That's enough history for one video.